Despite tax cuts and incentives, private investment hasn't really taken off in the country. Though the government has increased the capital expenditure by 3 times since FY20, private sector has been slow in investing. So what are the reasons behind this slow investment by the private sector? Hi, I'm Monika Yadav, and in this video I will try to explain the reasons behind this. According to World Bank, private gross capital formation was 22% of GDP in 2022. It used to be as high as 25 to 26% of GDP 5 years ago. Many factors, including global, are responsible for the lackluster investment by corporates. First of all, China's monopoly in the manufacturing sector can't be denied. It has always been cheaper to import from China. So in that scenario, private sector never needed to put investment in the country. In addition, investment is majorly driven by demand. Consumption was already low among the rural and middle class, and it got further exacerbated by COVID pandemic. Private consumption as a percentage of GDP is estimated to be 60.1% of the GDP in FY23. It is still lower than what it was in FY21 at 60.8%. It has remained stagnant for the last 3 years. Though there has been some recovery in demand, but that too only among the rich and higher middle class. Inflationary pressure on account of COVID and geopolitical tensions between Russia and Ukraine also played their part in worsening the demand situation. According to the economic survey, in the first decade of the new millennium, credit boom financed rising levels of investment rates. Consequently, by the time the second decade began, balance sheets of both the companies and banks became stressed. As a result, corporates switched focus from investment to deleveraging, while banks slowed credit disbursement in view of high non-performing assets. Consequently, the investment rate declined and the economy also began to slow. Meanwhile, political landscape and economic policies of the government also drive the investment. Countries with stable government, good public infrastructure like roads, electricity, gas and water, business-friendly policies that protect the rights of business enterprises attract more investment and businesses. Indian government is making all the efforts to attract private investment in the country. Higher capex, tax cuts, PLI schemes to boost manufacturing and other incentives are some of the measures taken by the government to boost private investment in the country. But capital spending by the government is a slow process, and growth is also not generating enough jobs to boost consumption in the country. However, things are looking good now despite several shocks like COVID, high inflation, and supply chain disruptions. According to the economic survey, for the first half of the FY21, FY22 and FY23, private investment numbers in nominal rupee terms have been increasing. So once the shocks dissipate, India's credit and capex cycle will gather steam than what we have today. So with this, we have come to the end of this episode. Hope you like this video. We will be back with more such interesting topics. Till then, take care and goodbye.